Oh yeah, finally, we get to take our first look at early access to Forever Skies. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and if survival base building is your thing, and crafting, exploration, and post-apocalyptic games, then this is certainly the game for you. Building your very own floating base? Yeah, an airship that we get to go from POI to POI in a game that plays a little bit like Raft, but with interesting locations to explore like towers, skyscrapers, and big O buildings high above a dangerously radioactive cloud cover. Well, today's episode is sponsored by the makers of Forever Skies, and if you'd like to check it out and learn more about it, the link is down below in the description, and there is a playable demo available now if you'd like to test that out for yourself too. Now, this game in the future will have co-op 4-player multiplayer, and of course will be having its story complete at the end of its early access period. There's also going to be expansions to things like gardening, so you can make your own food and whatnot on your airship, and then more locations to explore, more things to build your airship with, and more places to explore and things to collect and more items to build with. So it's a game that will ever be expanding, and a game where the community has often shaped it as people have been playing the demos and early access builds and betas and whatnot for quite some time, and giving a lot of feedback to the devs who've been listening quite well to add things that the players really wanted. And so, you know, in many cases, people watching now have shaped the future of this game and all the features to be coming soon. Additionally, this game will be coming on next-gen consoles, aka current-gen, like PlayStation 5, for example, and is, well, highly anticipated for many people who like the exploration and survival genre. And the interesting thing is that this story is kind of much more different than what we've seen before. Typically, we're building on a planet other than Earth or above Earth as it's destroyed, or sometimes, like in the instance of Raft, you're building on the planet's oceans after giant flooding. But in this case, we're somewhere in between, sandwiched between the atmosphere of Earth and dense cloud cover that's, obviously dangerous. All right, well, I will say no more, and we will jump into our first look at early access to Forever Skies. Thanks again for subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for hitting that like button, and thank you very much for watching. Let's go! Oh, wonderful.
Emergency landing procedure completed.
Thank you, Subnautica lady. I appreciate it. Oh, well, we got a health kit here off the bat. And we are on an expedition to repair a broken signal. Find the virus sample at all costs. The fate of us all depends on you. Great. No pressure at all. Well, off to a great start.
Source of the signal.
Oh, we sure did. What is that? Looks like giant molecules flying around. Weird. Now, we played this demo before a little bit, and I've kind of forgotten a lot about what this game is. And there's going to be more in terms of the story coming soon, too. The developers are working on, obviously, putting in more missions to then tell the story, which means more things like little tablets or whatnot that you can pick up.
Check the database for details.
Well, this is cool. Alright, machine parts and some other things to build with. And a lot of rebar and concrete and steel everywhere, too. Kind of cool to be, like, up in the clouds. Like, we're at the top of a skyscraper, which is cool. Looks like we need a solid-state battery to get this laptop back on. Alright, we shall do that. Now, with multiplayer coming soon, I could only imagine that either 4 players could make their own ships, or perhaps 4 people could work together to make a massive ship too, and then go through all the combat and whatnot, and actually fight from their ship too. You can actually equip your ship with guns, and actually pretty cool to be able to fly around and shoot at enemies on, like, for example, the rooftops before you land. Do remember the forests. Do you remember the forests? I do. I remember them. Oh, pretty. A sun melon. Alright, so somebody was clearly... Well, they were. Somebody was here alive and kicking, and now they're died to death. Oh boy. Ooh. Can we jump across here? There we go. Oh, there's our solid-state battery. Any more of those sun melons? Alright, cool. Alright, let's go get that battery back online. Now, from the last time that we played for the demo, it looks like the developers have added a lot more interactable desks and tables and things, so I'm probably going to walk past a lot of things that you can interact with to open up in order to take materials out.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Oh, interesting. So our food and water on the lower left is basically our immunity, or like our body's immune system, and how it's going to fight infections and other things we may face. Okay. All right, let's get this laptop online.
New radio message received.
Tab, hold to see more. Oh. Do we have an audio log? Oh yeah, a lot of documentation. Oh, and some health related tips for gameplay. Oh, cool. Even breaking down things like the machine parts that we found and the sun melon, which can give us plus food and water and negative 10 health. Uh-oh. And it'll give us something called photophobia. Great. Use the computer. Guess that was the undelivered message that I held tab for. I guess we got that without even having to interact with the laptop. It's kind of cool. Well, I'm going to hold off on eating that melon as long as I can. Oh, we got a first aid kit here. Loaded up with stuff. Wow, is this how we look? Got another body here. And some lore. There's the trees, the forest that they were talking about. Rockets going away to some other place. DNA in a tree for a child. Some sort of rapture or place they went to that saved everybody. Leaving Earth. And some food rations. Hell yeah. Look like chicken or something on the box. Hey, and a soda. Cool. Noah's madness. It's all because of this damn dust. Noah heard voices. He was mumbling about nature and surviving everything, even the fall of the world. Ah, so it's that dust. Weird, it looks like leaves or almost like spores or some sort of virus. Or stylized dust of some sort. Hey, our airship. Well, hello to you too. Hello, beautiful. All right. Oh yeah. That's kind of like in Raft when you can harpoon to get materials and objects and stuff. I'm pretty sure we can get a harpoon to pull things to our airship and then build with it and synthesize things. That's a fabricator. Interesting. Place on your airship. Finish building the airship. Very nice. Wow, they get us right into the story real quick. No messing about. Return to planet Earth. Well, I kind of did that already, yeah. There's our fabricator. Ooh, so many to-do things. Water purifier, insect catcher. Wow, we're going to be eating bugs. Wonder if we can get back there. There's a tablet there. Transformer, robot in disguise. There's our to-do list. We placed the fabricator. Craft the deck extractor. Extract the wall blocking the workshop. And get the research station. Here. Oh wait, there's a workshop here. Maybe they mean over there. It does have a gear on it, so it more than likely could be that. Alright. There are certainly items everywhere. Insect lures. Oh, and there's research into photophobia. And that's probably what we're going to get. And a disease we're going to have to cure after we eat some of that sun melon. So, I guess because we've been living up in space for a million years on this space station that we must have launched from when we saw the opening intro, maybe the people up there are just a little bit more weak with their immune systems, and so all sorts of diseases such as photophobia, where we can't look directly at the sun, can happen. So maybe there's going to be all sorts of different parameters for us, like, I don't know, maybe we'll get food poisoning easily or something like that. Or tired faster. There's energy, so we'll have to sleep. I'm not drinking that dirty water. Hell no. Nope. That's not for me. Okay, let's go back down. And we'll need to build something to get into this workshop here.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to eat it no matter what. Oh, there's our air condenser membrane. That's cool. Open lure container. So it looks like that's gonna attract bugs and then we're gonna eat them. Oh, lovely. Alright, cool. So, what can we make first? A deck extractor.
Printing completed.
Well, thank you. Place it in the external part of the ship. Alright, we can put one right here. And now, let's get ready to fire. Oh yeah. Metals times 5 times 10. What is that? Synthetics, okay. Yeah, so just like in Raft, we can basically, it's like harpooning stuff and pulling it back in. So a lot of materials, including metals, synthetics, maybe, I don't know, some fluids and other things can be gathered that way. Pretty cool. Nice. So even the small little yellow containers give us stuff. So certainly worth shooting at everything. That's enough for now. There's a few more things there that we can gather, but let's take a look at what's in here. What is that? An engine? I managed to repair the research station. I need a battery to run the device. I dug out this old power box from the ruins. Supplies should be inside. Oh yeah. 2 solid-state batteries. A few more machine parts. And hello, beautiful. Place on the airship, okay. Well, I guess we'll throw it inside. Man, that thing takes up a lot of space, huh? But I think we can always move things if we want to. Ah, so this is how we'll unlock things for our ship. We can unlock, for example, a scanner. Well, that's badass. I like how that works. But our battery level is limited, so we'll have to find some sort of renewable source or way to recharge those batteries. Let's get an empty bottle. And with that, we should be able to get the water that's up in those little satellite dishes. While we wait, let's keep shooting.
Research finalized.
And let's do another research on repair patches. We may take damage. Oh, there's a bottle there too. Okay. We have multiple empty bottles.
Research finalized.
It looks like we can hold up to 5 things in that. So this isn't necessarily a fabricator, this is just doing research. This would be our fabricator. So now we can make that scanner. So I'm going to get some water.
Research finalized.
Looks like we also have an oxygen tank, so our oxygen is not finite. Let's see, I want to put this in the hot bar. Use, move, or empty container. Ah, I guess we can just tap it to take it. We don't need it in our hand. That should be 3, right? Yep, 3 out of 5. Maybe I'll come back and get some more. Can we break this down? No. Alright, we've crafted the scanner. Let's grab that.
Analysis completed.
Ooh.
Detected new objects requiring scanning.
We can scan this stuff to see what it is. Alright, by scanning that stuff, we've also unlocked new blueprints for... Oh, look at that blinky light. For crafting. Interesting. Alright, time to get photophobia, I think. Let's go ahead and eat a melon. We're going to need food anyway, and that's pretty much all we got. Actually, wait, we have food rations. We can avoid that for now. I guess that'll be our last-ditch effort. We'll need some sort of way to purify... Old canned water, there we go. Alright, no sun melon, please. Okay, let's do another water bottle. Oh, water purifier. Hello, beautiful. Lots to craft. Our ship is quickly filling up. Ah, and look at that. It gave us a bunch of dirty water inside that as well. So we can fill up on water up here. And we also have a way to get water by condensing humidity, probably.
Printing completed.
Let's close this if we can. Let's see. Or we can squeeze it outside. So let's plop that down. Oh, it has to be inside. Cannot be on floor. Has to be on the wall? Okay. Alright, nice. So we're purifying the dirty water. Requires condenser membrane. Bottled the dirty water. Okay, so I want another water bottle. Now we more synthetics are needed, okay. Insect lure. Hey, is dinner ready? Not yet. Wait, lower lure. Oh, wow, it's like we're fishing. Alright, so we're like doing food and water right now. Hilarious. Research engine and fuel. So obviously a lot more here than in the initial demo. There's a lot more to do and to see in this initial starting area. And that is a good thing. Let me just check one more time to see if there's anything in here, because there is a lot more that they've added in the starting area and in general for early access, which is good. Hey, the insect catcher lured something. Boy, I wonder what it could be. Did it lure a hamburger, or could it possibly be insects? Oh, damn, it's got something big. Whoa, boy. What the heck? A dust moth. Consume. Now I'll take you with. Got him. Hey, look at that. Clean water. I guess we'll have to empty this out then. And we can drink that water for now. Okay, I want to find more stuff, so I think we can go and get out of here now. So let's research engine and fuel, and let's get out of here. So there's our engine and fuel. We need one more synthetic. So let's wait for one to fly around. A little out of our range there. Can I move this? It would be nice to aim this that away now. Oh boy, metal coming right to my face. Wow. Great range on that tool, for sure. Alright, let's research engines and fuel. I wonder if these will refill with water over time. I'm not sure, but it certainly could be helpful to come back to an area if you need water and then just pick it up again. Small storage box would be useful. But we need synthetics and plastic scrap. Okay, let's see if we can make ourselves an engine now. Or rather, synthetic fuel. Oh, we can make a bed too. There's our engine. We'll need more synthetics. Okay. Wow, stuff flying over everywhere. It's really cool. It's like we're in a permanent storm, or really above one. It's cool to see all the buildings in like shambles. And I feel like we could stop at any building to find parts. You know, like if we landed over there on that building, I'm sure there would be parts or something for us to gather. Even just water or bits of food or something.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Sure is. Alright, let's try that engine now. I want to be able to build on this back here. Oh, can we shoot that maybe? Maybe we could take apart bits of buildings too. Almost ready. Should I lower the lure again? I guess we could. And we need more synthetics and plastic scrap.
Printing completed.
Well, thank you. Alright. We can plop this anywhere on the back of the ship. Guess we'll put it right here.
Maximum flight speed increased.
Looks goofy for now, but you know, we need more materials to build something great. Got another bug. Now let's make some fuel.
Printing completed.
Oh god. Cooked food is better. I was hungry now. Yeah, so obviously if we eat uncooked things or undercooked things, it's not going to be too good for us. So we should probably make our meals in the future. Alright, and take the clean water we can do a little bit later. We'll just use what we got on hand for now. Make some more fuel, we'll need that.
Printing completed.
Alright. So, location signal. I think they want us to go over there where the blinky light is. Let's see. Locations have their own signal lights. Check the nearest one and look for useful equipment there. Okay. Well, we could stay here all day and gather equipment, but let's go. We can also do a cruise control. Let's go ahead and lock our max speed at about 10 kilometers. And let's go grab some supplies while we're driving. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Wow. This looks so cool. It's like driving through a storm. Like all these leaves and things like that. Not like we're just kind of in a cloudy, dusty atmosphere, but it really truly feels like it's dangerous here. Now, there are weather events in this game that can strike. Big storms can come through and things can get much more worse than this. Now we're getting closer. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let's make sure we make more fuel. We need plastic scrap next. We might only be able to find that on the, at the destination. Alright, what else do we got? We can make a bed. Ah, an electric cooker. Let's use that for our bug. Oh, look at that. Yep. That crane there we were able to harvest as well. So some of the things just from the outside of the buildings can be harvested. And more than likely we could land on those to find things too. So essentially any structure in this game is kind of a point of interest. Even if there's not much to do at it, there's still something to at least try. Oh, a water slot. Now, hopefully boiling that in dirty water will purify the water and cook the food. At least that's my thought. Well, we're getting closer to our destination. We can kind of see it's on a platform. There's an orange light here and a blue light there. That's the blue light special. We might be able to find some discounts and savings. We're getting close. Far more synthetics than there are metals. Metal seems to be a little bit more rare and finite, especially to find on buildings. Wow, look at this. So we're looking to go to some sort of communication array. And that's certainly what's here. Consume contaminated meat. Interesting. So it can be contaminated. Not good. So we must purify the water first. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll empty this and take our purified water. So we're going to need water for cooking and for drinking. So there's definitely 2 more reasons to get water. Alright, we're coming up on our destination at about 5. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. Oh, no fuel. There's no fuel. Well, we're still traveling at 5 kilometers per hour. Oh boy. I should have built a little bit of a platform. There you go, pal. Alright. Let's speed things up a little bit. Oh, that's kind of nice. It shows our altitude, and I think there's also... Oh, there's also wind direction, too. We can see our heading at 322. So there's actually some real navigation to this. We're heading almost north here. We're going to raise our altitude slightly. Now, this does not seem to be a part of the beacon. And the beacon is a bit more over that way, but this is clearly a point of interest we should stop at. Get out and stretch our legs a little bit. Look at that, there's actually some, like... My bad.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
That's fine. Yeah, there's like some sort of a plant growing here.
Completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Oh, they want us to scan things. Ah, turbine. We can generate some power here. So it certainly seems like everything is going to
Hydration level is decreasing.
give us some sort of a bonus for stopping at it. Where we need to go is over there. We might be able to bring the ship around here. What the heck is that? Looks like a swarm of bugs. Now we're getting navigation technology. We have some things here that we might be able to break down with the little breakdown cannon. Oh, there's plastic scrap. Cool. That is much more rare. More water there. It's gonna be fun to find these locations and break them all down. And find each of the things that there are to do with them. It does seem to be like the islands in Raft, where some of them have clay or scrap or, you know, then there's very big story-based islands, but every island has something useful on it, like the ability to get wood or coconuts or food. And here it seems to be the same thing. There's batteries and there's new technologies and things to scan. Helpful stuff. Alright, so synthetics there, those are easy. But something down here. Now there could be some lore in there. Oh, it's a storm. Let's drop down. Let's see if we can get out of the rain. Oh boy. Oh, what happens when we die? Oh, we just die. Alright, I was hoping there'd be like some sort of a system to, you know, like catch ourselves or something, but alas, there's not. It's just, you have died to death. Fair enough. Also, we can't jump very much at all, so that is too big of a gap for us. Sorry, I had a big lunch. Don't blame me. Alright, electric elements, more fuel, good stuff. Machine parts. More things in the lockers. Looks like we've also found a blueprint, short railing. So we can find things to decorate with. So it certainly seems more beneficial at the start here to just gather everything that you can and be a little loot goblin and have a huge reserve of stuff. And then when you've unlocked more blueprints and whatnot, then it's time to start building. But the basic airship stuff is a good idea, you know, just obviously expanding your ship with the deck and giving yourself a little bit more room to do things outside. And some things requiring inside building too. Alright, well, I'd like to see what's down there, but I think we should get to that beacon. And we can always come back here to where some of these things may be replenished, like, for example, the water in the water inside those antennae. And let's close this door. Alright, we're anchored. How do we, there we go. Back out of here. Alright, let's head to the beacon. I'm more curious about that now. Now I wonder, can we make a ground base here? Like where we are right now, could we actually build on this little platform and build ourselves a base? It'd be kind of cool to have ourselves like an airship base for everybody to come visit. Open up your own store and sell things to your friends or something. Now, I'm assuming the color of these beacons are also important. This orange one here seems to be more like a side thing, and the new objective tells us to find a location with a double flashing light, and that seems to be 2 lights there, the blue one on the left. And they also want us to research the airship builder, so we'll swing by this and see what it looks like. Put cruise control on. Research the airship builder. Another water purifier would be nice. And we have that repair patch now too, so if we take more damage, that'll be good. There's our airship builder. That'll be how we expand the deck around the ship and make things a lot bigger. So that beacon there looks to be like on a large antenna, and it seems to be like where we just were, where there's like a small container that someone's converted to a house. But let's go to the double blue for now. There's our basic turbine to generate power. Let's research that. There's our airship builder now. So remember, we have to research things to unlock them, and then we have to craft things in order to either equip them or build with them. Now we have things like transformers, small boxes. Let's finish that. Getting a lot of items, so... Oh, there's some windmills over here.
Research finalized.
Trying to increase our altitude a bit, but I can't climb that high just yet. Ooh.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Can we mine that? Well, they also wanted us to scan that too, but it looks like we get it if we collect it as well. So we have the option to scan things to see what they are consisting of first, and then we have the option to just collect it and then find out what it is afterwards. So that's interesting. All right, now we can build stuff, right? Now we got a build menu. We build a room, a ladder room, small cockpit. So we could have multiple cockpits maybe if we want to command the ship from the top or the bottom. But then we have our catwalk too. So now finally we can go all the way around our ship. Yeah. Cool. And then we can build rooms onto this. So we could essentially make this the cockpit and then build a couple more rooms onto this and make it a little bit more roomy. Another thing to note too is that I wonder, not sure, but I wonder if the bigger the ship, the slower our speeds unless we get more engines. It might be like that in Raft. Well, well, well. How are we going to get up there? It looks like there's lots of copper around. Alright, we might need those turbines to actually get up there. I thought maybe those generated power, but let's take a look at what that blueprint does. And let's see if we can build. We might need to craft it and then place it. Basic turbine increases the flight altitude of the airship. The effect multiplies for additional units built. Ah, okay. So we'll need more electric elements to build that. So we might need to go back to that other beacon in order to get up there. So that's what affects whether or not we can go higher or lower. Oh boy, this looks fun. What are these bees? Get out of here, bees. So we need to get up there. We need to find more electric elements, or possibly craft them. If we have the blueprints to do so. Well, would you look at that? Man, it's pretty. It's almost like flowers or something. Like at certain points it looks like autumn leaves coming down, but they're blowing up. And in this case they look like sakura or like Japanese cherry blossom flowers going around. Oh, there we go. We can make use of this now because we got some copper from these windmills.
Completed.
And now we can make a basic turbine. And cook up another meal. It looks like our character was possibly automatically drinking with our water bottle equipped there. That'd be kind of cool. Rotten food, yeah, those are the little watermelons we had before. These could be useful though. This could work as fertilizer perhaps. It's possible. Let's go fishing. Well, this takes a while to make. There must be advanced recipes that take longer to craft that might require an advanced crafting tool or an upgrade to this in order to craft more. Alright, so now we have what we needed. Ooh. Ah, would you look at that? Cool. So we can plop that right onto the side of the ship.
Maximum flight altitude increased.
So we can build it again. And we just need more machine parts and things. So again, we can craft those. And we got dinner. And a big old rainstorm, too. Where's that? There we go. Alright, so one turbine, a little awkward, but, you know. It's aight. We'll get another one. All we just need is copper from these little windmills and stuff. Was that a light? Well, here we go. Oh, we can go into those too. Very cool. So the design of our ship's going to be really important here.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Obviously, the bigger your ship,
Completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
I wonder if these give us blueprints too, like that door, for example. So we can break all that stuff down. Looks like that's glass. A metal component. Dude, look at how this really looks cool. That's really neat. I feel like we're in for a fight up here, like a boss battle. There is combat. Don't worry about that. We need a rain catcher and a purifier. Find and scan location radar object. Well, I would imagine it could be up here. Dude, this really looks cool. Wow, this lighting just like changed everything. Are those artillery shells? Oh, helium. And what is this? Research and craft a location radar. Oh, somebody's crashed airship here. So as we go further into the game, we get new blueprints, we get new things to essentially mine or like, you know, harpoon or break down. And more things to craft and decorate with. That's good. That's important too, right? Well, let's figure out what's in here. Great, more machine parts. Wonderful. So of course, we can craft all this stuff ourselves, but to find it just stored, especially like circuit boards, let us know that they exist. So that's yet another new thing that we can break down and figure out how it's made and then like replicate it ourselves. Very expensive probably for its construction in materials, but you know, if we find 3 out of 4, then we can make one ourselves and not have to go around and look all day. And there's stuff everywhere. Crazy cool. Well, looks like we can take the helium as well. A lot of cool stuff to do. Oh my god. This is great. Alright. Well, this marks the end of our video for today on Forever Skies. Check it out with the link down below in the description, but let it be known that we'll be taking a much more in-depth look at this game on the channel, including live streams, additional videos, and more. There's certainly a lot to unpack here, and I hope everybody checks this one out, and I hope everybody thinks this is just as good in many ways as other games like Stranded Deep and obviously Raft and some other elements here, but also in a much different world. Way more interesting to look at all these buildings and explore things like skyscrapers, radio towers, and more for sure. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.